making it new. The whole of California is.
Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of my Two Satoshis. It is Friday, December 27, 2019. Shout out to my man Sarge Crypto, a regular song requester. Thank you for the song request. Mos Def New World Water. Never heard this one before, but I'm definitely a Mos Def fan. So thank you for the song request today. And I do have to make a public announcement. Forgot to do this yesterday, actually. I now have a member section on my channel through YouTube. Just click that join button and you can see the various levels of membership you can join. You guys can go through the details on them. Passerby is just a real simple, just basically you want to just support the channel, really. You get song requests. So now members will have the ability to give song requests, Ask the Block Q&A submissions as well, and then early access to those Ask the Block episodes that I will be starting back up after the new year. So that's a decent amount for the first level, Passerby. And then we have Acquaintance. I've already had a few people sign up for this one. You get early access to all of my Kicking It session interviews, and of course everything below that level that's included in Passerby. And then Friends, membership only live streams, discounted merchandise, promos, and again everything from level Acquaintance and Passerby. And then the Trader Gang is just for hardcore traders, member only live streams, access to my trading signal as well. You'll get access to FX alerts as well through Telegram in the new year as well. So new things coming for the new year. Great way to kick it off. So again, if you guys want to support the channel, sign up for the Passerby membership and support the movement. Got a lot of great things coming in 2020. And I'll know if you guys send me any song requests or questions for Ask the Block because of your badge you'll get after becoming a member. So anyone who submitted a song request up until today, you're good. I'm still going to definitely honor those song requests. So don't worry about that. But today, guys, we are looking at the Bahamas. They've actually launched a central bank digital currency, or CBDC, went out today, actually. So we'll take a look at the details on this. Yet another country taking that step. Doesn't mean this is good for us. Actually, it may mean it's good for us because at least people will, the masses will get comfortable with using cryptocurrencies. But it is still our job, people, to educate the masses about the difference between essentially planned and issued cryptocurrency, or digital currency they like to call it, versus an autonomous digital currency that no one person, no one entity owns. So it's very important that we differentiate that. It's going to be more important than ever coming in the future here, with a lot of these countries creating their own digital currency. Again, we know about China's digital yuan. We've got the Bahamas. We've also got another island that was really ahead of the curve. I think they're still in testing. I can't remember which island. Help me out in the comments below if you know. I don't think it's Malta. I cannot remember what other Caribbean island is working on their own digital currency as well. But I know Canada's working on one. We already got one out of Venezuela. There's a lot of negative spin out of Western news outlets regarding the Petro coin. But hey, they have one and they're working with it. They, Maduro issued some bonuses over the Christmas holiday in the coin. And now, many could have criticisms on how he has run his current fiat currency into the ground, the Bolivar. But again, these are attempts by many countries to get their feet wet into this new digital age with currencies. I'm sure Canada is working on one. US has to be working on one. They're just not saying it. But this is the new era we're heading in. A dangerous one, if you ask me. 1984 style, digital currencies only give more control to the ones issuing it. So we have to be very careful with that whole situation. And the second article I want to touch on today, Faketoshi. Craig Wright says he has zero access to his Bitcoin fortunes. He's supposed to cough up that bread. He lost the case out in Florida, and he's like, I have no way to access the coins. Now, I will have to say, just because he doesn't have access to his coins is not the reason he's not Satoshi Nakamoto. That is not the sole reason. That is not even a criteria for me. You can lose your private keys. That's very possible. But just to see the antics that this guy continually displays in this space, I don't know how anyone believes this guy regarding anything. And I just feel bad for the BSV crew, those who are very big proponents of BSV. It may be closer to Satoshi's vision, sure. But because you have a figurehead that's Craig Wright, I just feel like that coin will always be under the shadow of Craig Wright and his antics. So I don't think it will ever really gain that traction that many of those individuals who are in that camp want, unfortunately. And then lastly, we've got something out of Decrypt Media, something I just talked about yesterday, about MetaMask and a contributor to the MetaMask project being very critical of the team of MetaMask and consensus as well. Well, it looks like they actually got taken down, MetaMask that is, from the Google Play Store. And this article kind of questions, does Google have a crypto problem? Again, we know what happened with a lot of crypto YouTubers this past week. It looks like they're reversing that. YouTube is, and I'll really get into that over the weekend. I have a lot to talk about regarding that subject, but this article, or Decrypt Media, poses a question: does Google have a crypto problem? And we'll take a look at that. I don't know. I'm not too sure that's the case yet. Not yet. You'll know when Google is attacking crypto. Believe me, you will know. But before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. And this episode is also sponsored by PrimeXBT, a BitMEX trading platform competitor, much better than BitMEX actually. Not only is their platform from a user experience a lot easier and better to use, they offer over 30 assets that you can trade on their platform. That's what I'm most excited about, from cryptocurrencies, indices, forex, even commodities, guys. So you can trade gold, silver, oil, and a few other commodities on the platform. They do have up to 100x leverage. Again, always caution, do not use that much leverage. There's no reason for you to do so unless you want to lose your money, because 9 times out of 10 people who use 100x leverage continue to use 100x leverage. So you may win big a few times, but when you hit your losing streak, you're going to lose everything plus principal. So just my warning to you, don't use 100x on these platforms, but this is a great one to check out if you're interested in a new cryptocurrency and FX and commodities platform. You can fund your accounts with Bitcoin, and there's no KYC to get started on the platform. So check them out, PrimeXBT.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. Let's take a look at the heat map for today. Ladies and gents, we've got Bitcoin's dominance at 68.4%. It is currently down 0.47%, almost half percent, to $7,243. Ethereum is down kind of heavily today, 2.12% to $125.56. EOS is up slightly, 0.18% to $2.57. We've got Litecoin up also 1% to $41.34. XRP is down almost 1%. But wow, look at the outperformer for today. Bitcoin Cash up 6% to $202.31. Wonder what's going on there. But as far as Bitcoin, technically speaking, back below this trend line, guys. And we didn't last long above this 7,400 area. That was a very bearish move in my opinion. Another bearish move here. Slam down. So we essentially got stopped right here by the bears a second time. This was the first time. So what does that look like? A head and shoulders. Yes, that is a head and shoulders. Not a good look. Not a good look. I think we will see further lows from this move, this pattern that we've seen created here. I think it's sufficient enough for me to say we're heading a little bit lower here. Let's take a look at the first one out of CoinDesk. The Bahamas will launch a digital currency pilot today. The Bahamas digital currency pilot project goes live today. Residents of the island can enroll in the Central Bank of the Bahamas project Sand Dollar. Beginning on December 27th, 2019, they will receive mobile wallets that the Bahamian government sees as facilitating the future of payments on the island's chain. They announced this on Christmas Eve. It says the bankers insisted that Sand Dollar is a digital fiat currency, not a cryptocurrency, stablecoin, or competitor to the Bahamian dollar. Instead, it is simply a digital version equivalent in every aspect to the paper currency, they said in the project's outline. In this vision, residents can pay retailers through wallet-linked QR codes, with banks moving funds in digital form. The central bank believes this could ultimately cut currency printing costs and transaction fees while enhancing financial inclusion. A widely adopted CBDC would place users at less risk of violent crimes that target holders of cash and potentially reduce security and insurance costs associated with keeping cash on business premises. The Bahamas retail-focused digital currency comes as more and more governments toy with launching CBDC schemes of their own. And I forgot to mention, yes, the e-corona, which is Sweden's digital currency is coming as well online very soon. But, you know, again, we have to be very careful because that is the narrative they're going to use. They're going to say, oh, it's better for security. If you don't have to worry about getting robbed and so on and so forth. But what they're not telling you is that now your transactions are fully traceable. It's even worse than having a credit card, because at least with credit card information, it takes a lot more effort to put all the data points together. But with a CBDC, they're going to know exactly who is who. I'm sure they're going to have KYC, so they're going to be able to link all of that to all in any digital wallet that you have, and create a profile of your behavior that the government directly will have access to. It's already bad enough that private entities like Visa, MasterCard, or American Express, Discover, they have that type of information, which I'm sure they sell to third parties. But this is even worse because it's a direct link to the government, and you just got to be careful. We have to be careful and just educate people on the difference. This could be a good thing. I'm the type that's more pessimistic when it comes to this type of technology being rolled out by the government. I just, it's very hard for me to believe, and you guys let me know, very hard for me to believe that individuals, or I should say the common citizen, will wake up to the fact that these are not great technologies to use on a widespread basis. I just don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. But let me know your thoughts about this. Just want to keep you guys up to date on what's going on with these types of events. Second article, yes, Faketoshi says that's Craig Wright, says he has zero access to his Bitcoin fortunes. The self-assumed Bitcoin inventor Craig Wright says he cannot return the Bitcoin he owes to the Kleeman estate since he can't access the private keys to unlock it. Dr. Craig Wright has to give up $3 billion in Bitcoin and give it to the brother of his late business owner partner David Kleeman. The verdict was ruled by the judge during the court session. However, now Craig Wright shared with Bloomberg he is unable to do this within the time period he has been given since the Bitcoin stash in question is locked. And Wright says he currently has zero access to the private keys to withdraw it, and so he is unable to return the money. And there were fears out there, guys, that once Ira Kleeman received the Bitcoin from Craig Wright, he would want to sell all of his Bitcoin stash immediately. Considering the tremendous amount would hit the market, this would have made the price of Bitcoin drop heavily. However, it never happened. Now the resolving of the case has been postponed to late next year. This guy is one big con artist, man, and he's persistent. That's the thing. Like, he has a real problem, in my opinion. So as far as the dumping of $3 billion or whatever the price may be at the point when the Kleeman family or estate gets the funds, if they ever get them. I don't even know if they're ever going to get them, but if they do, if you recall, Plus Token, I think it's called, the Ponzi scheme, the huge Ponzi scheme that's been really a selling pressure on the market all year for 2019. There was one sale maybe about 3 months ago that was a $1 billion sale at one time. In one instance, $1 billion sale. I think it dropped it maybe 1,000 points or so. So I would assume that the estate, if they were to get the coins from Craig Wright, it would be a what's called over-the-counter transaction. They wouldn't sell on an exchange because you don't get the best price with such a large order. They'll most likely do it over the counter, and in that case would not have any effect on the spot price of Bitcoin. So I wouldn't worry about that at all, to be honest with you. Let me know your thoughts if you're worried about Craig Wright handing over those Bitcoins to his late business partner's estate, and if them selling it would cause a big rift in the markets. So let's look at this last article. I talked about this ironically enough yesterday. It wasn't about this particular topic, but about this project Metamask. So it says here, out of Decrypt Media, the popular crypto browser Metamask is the latest victim of the internet giant's apparent ambivalence toward all things crypto. Is this another error, or is Google gunning for Web 3.0? In an apparent change in its Playstore policy, Google removed the popular crypto browser Metamask from the Android store this week. The deplatforming came to light yesterday on the heels of an internet giant unilaterally removing hundreds of crypto video sites from YouTube. Though the video deletions appear to be in the process of being reversed, the company told Decrypt yesterday that the Christmas Eve purge was done in error as of 10 a.m. California time. So Metamask was still unavailable on Android store days after being excommunicated. So Dan Finlay, who I again was just talking about yesterday, said we have not yet been reinstated, but we have been told our issue has been escalated by both a public Google Twitter account and a private contact we were introduced to, so things may be moving. Metamask, the most popular Ethereum-based browser, has over 260,000 monthly users. On December 20th, it received an email from Google saying that its app violated Playstore's financial services rules. The email referred to a page that said, "We don't allow apps that expose users to deceptive or harmful financial products and services. And so for the purpose of this policy, we consider financial products and services to be those related to the management or investment of money and cryptocurrencies, including personalized advice." Well, we'll see what happens. You know, people, even behind this old YouTube culling, if you want to call it, you know, people are saying we got to go to another platform and so on and so forth. That's all cool and dandy, and I'm going to get into the details over the weekend with my live stream. I think I have Trek coming on again to co-host with me, and I rotate guests, but Trek is coming back on this weekend. I don't think, you know, if the whole point is to gain attention and adoption from the regular people that don't know about crypto, going to these alternative platforms where it's even harder for people to use it is not going to be the solution. We have to stick at it in this what I call secular realm of non-crypto friendly type of platforms till we can hit critical mass. I don't think any other solution or way of going about it will work effectively, in my opinion. So we'll have to see what happens, but I find that interesting to see that happen kind of right around the same time the YouTube thing happened. I don't think that's a coincidence at all. Again, you guys let me know your thoughts on that. But hey, that's my 2 Satoshis for today, ladies and gents. Shout out to Sarge Crypto on YouTube for the song request. Most Def, New World Water. If you guys found this video informative, make sure you hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button to receive more unbiased crypto news reported by yours truly, Crypto Blood. I'm out of here. Happy Friday. Holla!